Hi class, my name is Stacy Napper and I'm your instructor for BUS 210, Marketing and Consumer Behavior. Consumer behavior is a fantastic topic and I'm looking forward to exploring it with you. After all, I'm a shopper and I'm sure you're shoppers too, so it'll be interesting to look at consumer decisions from a marketing perspective. I'd like to take this opportunity now to walk you through the syllabus and the course expectations. This is a 3-credit course and it's going to be over um, right before winter break. Contact information. How do you reach me? Well, I enjoy um, having conversations with my students, and I'm pretty accessible. So if you've got a quick question, feel free to email me at napper.s@gmercu.edu or call me on my Google Voice number 302-439-0019. If you need to have a longer conversation, more than just a quick response, please go to my website, acupfulofme.com, and click on the Book Now icon. It'll give you the opportunity to make a very brief telephone appointment with me. So when you go to acupfulofme.com, you'll see that green icon on the right hand side with the words Book Now, and click on that icon. You'll be able to pick a time that works for you. Just fill out the information that I'm asking, your name, what class you're in, and importantly your phone number, and I will call you at that time. This 3-credit 5-week course ends on Sunday, December 20th at 11:59 p.m. I am going to be co-teaching this course with our Assistant Dean, Jill Winnington, and there may be times where you will see her uh, instead of me responding to you. A question I often get is, do I need the book? And in this case, the answer is absolutely. You're going to have quizzes every week, and we'll talk about them a little bit later, but they do come from the book materials. Deadlines. In these fast-paced courses, it's very important that we stick to the schedule. Regular assignments are due every Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Discussion boards have an initial posting by Thursdays at 11:59 p.m. and your response should be done by Sunday nights at 11:59 p.m. I don't accept late assignments without prior permission or acceptable written documentation by a third party such as a doctor, a hospital, a court, or an employer. So please make sure you get your assignments done on time. If you need to reach me, like I said, feel free to drop me an email. Put your name and what course you're taking in the subject line to all emails to me. It really is very helpful. I generally get online every day or almost every day at no specific time. Assignments. Each week you will have readings from the text, online readings, and videos to watch. And those are going to help you complete the assignments. Each week you have 4 assignments. You have a discussion board question, you have a practical application assignment, you have a case, and you have an online quiz. Make sure for any written assignment that your work is presented in APA format, that your information is correctly cited and referenced, and that you use correct spelling and grammar. I think you're going to really like the practical application assignments. In week 1, you do an interview and you write a short paper based on that interview. In week 2, you get to do a little bit of an online presentation about a chart that you make comparing and contrasting two online sellers. In week 3, you are going to answer some questions. In week 3, you're going to create an infographic where you answer some questions. In week 4, you are going to take a survey and write a short paper. And in week 5, you're going to do a PowerPoint. So I think that these are going to be a lot of fun and give you the opportunity to be creative with this class. Each week you also have a case that you will find in your textbook. And you will also have a 10-question quiz every week that you need to complete. You can take as long as you want to complete the quiz, but it is one and done, which means once you start it, you have to finish it in that session, and you do not want to let your computer time out. So please make sure that you're on a great connection to the internet, and that when you sit down to take the quiz, you're going to sit there until you finish it. As far as your written assignments are concerned, I'm a bit of a stickler, and grammar and spelling and correct citations are important. If you have any issues regarding this, we do have a new Smart Thinking online tutorial service that you can get to Blackboard on the Tools tab. So if you go to Tools, that's where Smart Thinking is, and this gives you the opportunity to work with a tutor and to ask any kind of writing center questions, and I encourage you to use that. As I mentioned earlier, I don't accept late assignments unless you have gotten prior permission from me, or something terrible happens that is not in your control, like you need to go to the doctor, or the hospital, or a court, or your employer requires you to work and they write you a letter. As far as written assignments, I follow what the school follows, which is APA, and I use SafeAssign. What SafeAssign is, if you haven't had experience with it, it checks your work against other published work, and the cutoff point is 35%. What this is if you're doing a research paper, even if more than 35% of your work is correctly cited, it's not acceptable. So please make sure when you turn in your assignments that you put things in your own words. I also expect you guys to do scholarly research that is available through the school library. When you respond to other people's posts on the discussion board, I expect that you've done some research to back up what you are saying. And as a reminder, for online coursework, you are required to do something every week to be considered as present. I am required to take attendance every week, and just logging in is not good enough. You actually need to complete an assignment to be considered present in class. All of these documents can be found under instructor policies, and feel free to contact me if you have any questions regarding them. I do recommend that you check out my blog. I put useful information up there for my students, including things like what do safe assigned scores mean, and you can learn a little bit more about me. I'm looking forward to working with you this term. Please do the warm-up activity so we can all learn a bit more about each other. Thanks so much, and let's have a great course.